Hello everyone. So apart from working on Volvo 850 race car, I've been working on some other motorsport electronic projects. So in this series, I would like to introduce Dash Designer application that I've made for my dash, which will be used in the Volvo project. It's 10.3-inch display, which I will maybe try to sell commercially at some point when the prototype will be completed and fully tested. So this tool is something like Motec Display Creator, but hopefully much easier to use and more intuitive. I want to show the capabilities of it. I've collected some of the most interesting dash layouts from the Motorsport that I want to recreate, and those will be, of course, fully functional dashboards, taking canvas signals from loaded DBC file. But for this video series, I want to focus on the layouts itself. So I would like to start with, in my opinion, the coolest dash, which is Travispastrana Subaru GL Wagon from Gymkhana 2022. It's running on Motec C1212, which I can't afford, so I am building my own dash. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. So this black screen is basically the preview of the dashboard, which will be connected with the dashboard device, and in lifetime what you design here will be visible and working on the screen. So let's start with the blank layout. So I will recreate the first window of the Subaru GL Wagon, and in this series I will not show every widget and every option of this tool. I want to mainly focus on designing. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just load the screenshot. So this is the window that we will recreate. So here I have the tiles for layout creation. Let's set them to lower value. So basically here you can just create any position for any layout. So let's start with designing. So you can delete the tiles by clicking on them. Here, let's just do it like this. And you see the width, height, XY for every tile, just for information. Right, so this is for the tables. Right, so we have our layout. So now maybe let's add the first container. You can see it's made here. Now let's have different styles for the corners. We have rounded, beveled, or no corners. So let's set the text color. So I've prepared some colors before that are very close to those ones. So let's set the container border, put the text down, make it bigger, so like 20 pixels, okay, 22. So let's start. This is water pressure, and we need to shift it a little bit down like this. Now the next widget will be this bar progress slider. So this is very, let's say, advanced widget where you have a ton of options, can change basically everything. All right. So let's start with the style. You have two styles, retro like this one and full. So you can see it's fully functional. So normally for actual use here, there will be CAN bus DBC file where you assign the signals to the widgets. So here, as you can see, this is from Max Echo CAN-DBC file. So you can just assign an DBC parameter to the any widget, but for now, let's just keep the input to empty and start making it look like it should look like. So range from 0 to 4. Ticks, let's change the font to this segment font. Let's make this a little longer and the font size a little smaller. Maybe add a little shift. Okay, it doesn't need to be like 1-to-1. Just close to the original. Okay, so now let's take care of the colors. So here you can see you can change color of everything. So let's start the border. It's this bright yellow. And let's set the fill to this red one, which I have prepared. Right border of the slider should be this dark blue, I think, like this. Ticks should be yellow. And that's nice. So now let's make our indicator a little bit thicker, 10 pixels, and add a little padding to the inside. Okay, this like 3 pixels. So you can see that it has like inner frame border, which you can add. So in frame, inner frame. So let's make it like maybe 2 pixels. There's also adding 4 pixels. Okay, so pretty happy with this. So now I will hide the background and I will have it opened in my computer to not disrupt the view. So I can just copy the full container and paste it here. Then we can go to our layout view and just put them in the correct place. All right, so let's change the text. This should be water temperature, and this should be fuel level. So water temperature has range from 60 to 120, and we can increase the tick count like this. Maybe shift this a little bit to the right. Okay, fuel level is from 0 to 40 liters. So now in each of them, I want to add also display for the value. So this text here, let's make it bigger, 30. Put it here, and this is 1 decimal place. Okay, and let's just change the color of the text. Okay, so now you can see, I'm sorry, it's just the text is showing the value from the slider. Alright, so let's save this as our default text and do the same here. So this 30, set it to 30. Here, let's add text, increase the size, fuel level. This should be also decimal. So usually the range would be from can dbc file, but since we're not using it, we'll just set it manually. Okay, so now you can see that this is working as intended. Okay, so now for our layout, we'll add padding -1 because it should touch each other. Okay, nice. Then we can just add a new container. Actually, you know what? Let's just make this container as default. Now we can add new container and put it in the tile here. So let's design this one. This is AOT value. It's degrees Celsius. Let's add a value here. Make it active. And there we go. This doesn't have any decimal. So let's keep it like this. So here you can see you can change the value. Okay, so we'll copy this one and paste it. There are 3 similar containers, so we'll just put them here one by one. And then we can modify the names. So this is AOP in bar. And this text actually has decimal. It's like small, it's like 1. And this value is EGT. Okay, so now let's add the rest of the containers. So they should actually, let's just remove those texts from here and make this empty default one. You can either add it and manually put it on the tile or automatically when it's opened. So it should look like this. So here let's add the table. And also this is for positioning the containers. Maybe let's change this to this view. So here you have the position, global position of each container, and you can shift it and resize it here. I'm not gonna do it. So here let's add the table widget. So this has 8 rows and no vertical table. So let's change the colors, and this is of course yellow. Here let's change the text color to this one for this column. So here you have per column options for aligning font, if it's values or just empty text. So let's do it like this. Okay, and let's align them to the left and add some padding. Here align it to the right, also add some padding. So now let's just quickly write the values here. So we're limit. This I'm just copying from the screenshot that I'm seeing. So just click, change the value. So this is not boost. And this is turbo. Chi FPM. Lambda. Not sure what this is. And at throttle position. So now there's no decimal. 20,000. This also no decimal. 22. No position. 1. Not boost. 1.1. 2 by 0. Lambda is 0.99. This is just one decimal place. The throttle position, one position place, but it's 30. Okay, so this we can save as default. So now when you click save and you add new table here, it will have these options from this layout. But here we have, let's keep 8 rows as well. So this is sense mode. This is GBT. This is battery. Gear cut. This next fuel pressure. This is bar. Just add a few spaces. Fuel temperature. So because this text is automatically aligned to be there to the left, to the center, or to the right. So this looks nice. Oh, sorry. This is actually yes. This one actually, in original there's 7 cells, but just add something here, like amps from PDM, because why not? So sync mode, no decimal, GBT 38, no decimal, 30 voltage 2.5. So, okay, let's keep it like this. Gear cut 2.5, fuel pressure 7.1, fuel temp 5.7, pedal position sensor, and let's set amps 5.3 amps. Okay, now here I'd like to put those sidebars. So maybe I'll just copy this one and put it here. Then put it, change this, put it here, and just paste it here. This. Right. So this one actually has more ticks. And this is from 60 to 130. This one is from 1 to 9. Let's add more ticks here. Okay, nice. And this is 1200. So just shift it a little bit. Of course, you have the position for each widget. You can check if Y is aligned. It's 29. Okay. So this is it here. Slider is working. Maybe let's just make it a little bit taller. Okay, so now let's take care of this middle one which is RPM and the gear. So this one is a little bit tricky because we need to add a line here. So we have drawing widgets where you can just draw a line, polyline, which will be also used here. Okay, let's see. Okay, now let's add our it's called RPM kit. So this is the child layout. You can see, you can add offset in pixels. Now this is our RPM. So you can see I have loaded 2 fonts, but you can, so some of those fonts are free for personal use. So I will not like show them. You can add your own file here and load any font that you would like. So okay, let's make it like 40, center. Nice. So now let's just add this one, this gear. Let's make it smaller. Let's see, it should be up here. It should be select, make 16. Okay, and with Alt you have 3 options. So for example, Alt X is changing options for several selected widgets. So like multi change. So you can see, you can change for this to selected. So just change it. It's nice position. For now, let's manually use it. Now our gear. Okay, now let's use this font for this. And let's make it center. So this one we can move here a little bit like this. And for those polylines, so this is polyline widget, and we have to use it to do this custom border style. So I'll just try to do this. So we can either do it manually by hand or change values here in the table. I think it's pretty simple to use. So you can align this to be perfect, but let's just have it maybe like this. Okay, I think that's good enough. A little bit here. Okay, let's change the color and add the new one here. It's pretty simple to use. And just make it nice. Okay, I'll just keep it like this. Okay, let's see. It's a little bit, it's not perfect. That's okay. Actually, maybe let's. So you can align it here. Let's see. 620. This is 659. 407, 407. Okay. Skip it like this. And the shutdown, the bottom. Change the color and what's the size? Let's add some offset. Right. So now this is done. So if you can, now what's left is this top part with this sidebar and those two messages. So let's start by adding new font for this application. So let's just make this default. So this is not the same font because that's probably not free. So I've just found the one that looks cool and similar. So let's make this a little bit bigger. 58. Can copy and paste here. Okay. So now let's add this border around the top. Let's move it like this. So this one, let's remove that one. Let's not spend too much time on this for the video purpose. So this is nice. So here it's a little bit offset. So let's make it offset a little bit. Oh, sorry, I want this line. So let's add this all the way here. It's 10. And this is, I think, the last one. So let's do this like this and yellow color. And this is the last line here. So it's like 2, 2, 10, 12. Change the color. Okay, so let's check out. So this is how it looks. Let's. So now the last step is this crazy RPM bar. So let's make it longer and just center it. Add the offset. Nice. We can increase the tile size, number of tiles. It's 8000 RPM. And the count. No decimal. Change the font here. This one, make it smaller. And now let's take care of the colors. So we don't have the frame. No rounding. Okay, now let's just change the colors. Okay, so bar tile is this red, this fill, and ticks are of course yellow. And let's make active or also yellow. So in this widget you can also add coloring ranges. For example, from 6000 to 8000 RPM can be this brighter red. Say both border and fill colors are separate. So now, yeah, you can see. I want to also add like blinking at certain RPM. The last thing is to shift those three columns down. I have tool for this as well. So let's just add a little shift here. Let's do 14 pixels. Nice. You can also change the length of the ticks and add tick offset. As you can see. Maybe let's do it as well. Just change the length. We need to calculate this again. All right. And the last thing is this V shape here. So we can do it by adding just this black image and center it and overlay it over the top, just like this. Okay, so this is, I think, the complete layout. Also, we can, just to see those borders at the edge, we can fix them by moving the can actually, yeah, you know what, let's just keep it. But you can fix this. Okay, maybe let's do it. Or keep it like this. So this text shifted for some reason. Okay, let's finish here. So here we have preview of the windows. We can add more windows, as you can see. So in the next episode, I will show you try to design the next window. But this is fully working. Oh, sorry. Fully working layout from Gymkhana. So let me know in the comments what do you think about this tool, if it looks easy to use. If you have any feedback, if you want to see more or see all the other widgets. I have also a G-force meter, tire temperatures, matrix, warnings, info and critical messages, switch, and this is lap timer widget. So this is for other layouts. So keep in mind that this is still a work in progress. So thanks for watching. I will also attach the image of two compared original one versus this one on this tool for the past month. So thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.